to be completely honest, I have not been doing the greatest. I started off the year so incredibly strong. I was like so incredibly happy. Even like back in December, like I was truly thriving. Like I had just done a lot of growth and a lot of learning, and yeah, I just was in a really good place. And then like it gradually kind of started to get harder and harder for me to stay in that like happy, thriving state. And obviously, like, you know, mental health has like ups and downs, and like sometimes are harder than others. It's just the way that it goes. But I've noticed, like, as a result of my anxiety, and this has always been the case for me, I tend to kind of retreat and like kind of just isolate myself a ton. To a certain point, I just end up at home all the time just doing self-care and YouTube, and like I'm trying to share these like inspiring videos and videos that can provide value to people, and I'm just like not feeling creative, not feeling inspired, not feeling motivated. It's just like a whole trifecta of just challenges that are making it so hard for me to create the videos that I want to be creating. But I kind of just realized like all of this can be helped if I just start prioritizing things that make me feel excited about life again, and I haven't been giving myself those things. So I kind of just like, I wanted to film like over the course of the next few days, consciously trying to do more. Like I really do need to find a better balance in my life, and just because I may be feeling overwhelmed, it doesn't necessarily mean that like staying home in my perfectly little curated bubble of safety is the best thing for me. Probably gonna be more beneficial for me to spend time with a friend, or go outside, go on a hike, listen to a podcast. Like there's other things that I can be doing. On that note, now that I've literally spilled my journal entry from last night, I need to do like a deep reset. I need to go into the depths of my brain and reset that shit, because that's what needs the work right now. So long story short, I decided to put 2 duvet inserts into 1 duvet cover, which is amazing. It literally feels like I'm sleeping in a cloud. It is so hard to get out and in. Oh my god. I feel like I'm wrestling with something. Okay, did it. Now that that's overflowing, I honestly think there's something really weird going on with my car, because every time I go out, somehow I just end up at the bookstore. That was bad, I know, but I'm excited. I'm telling myself it has to be a quick trip though, because I do have like stuff that should be in the fridge in the trunk now, so I can't wander around for like an hour like I normally do. So this was the winner from today's bookstore trip, Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and I got it for 30% off, plus I had $5 like worth of credit on my card, like my points card. So I got this for like $13, which if you are also Canadian, you know how insane book prices can be. I'm very happy.
things you just have to jump into because you just never feel ready. And everyone that I've spoken to that has travelled is like, yeah, I never felt ready the first time I left, but it's something that becomes way more natural the more you do it.
So my friend and I this morning have been talking about something that is both terrifying, like so beyond terrifying, and so exciting, and it's something that I want to do, but I'm also so nervous to do. You guys have heard me talk about travel so much, and it's literally the thing that I want most in this world. I'm just so scared. Anyway, that honestly just made my anxiety so bad, and like I've been going through it this morning. Like, to be honest, it's been a rocky start, but I'm trying to turn my energy around. I feel like that's just like the most important thing when you're feeling anxious. Like, just remember that like your brain does these things sometimes, and it doesn't necessarily have to color your entire day. The world is the same, it's just your perspective that's shifted, and it can shift back. And it will shift back. Anyway, I am just getting ready to meet up with my friend for lunch. We're going to one of our absolute favorite vegan restaurants. So I just got back and I already just feel so much better, and I knew that I would because I always feel better after spending time with my friends, and I'm just so grateful to have so many amazing people in my life. And it felt so good to just catch up with Ari, and honestly it had been so long since we hung out in person, so that just felt so good. And the food was amazing, of course. I will always say Grounds and Greens is just phenomenal food that just also happens to be vegan, and they have like anything you could want, like any comfort food or any like little treat that you're wanting. Their drinks are amazing. We both got matchas today, and they just have the best matcha. It is so good. But yeah, just like getting out, it totally got my mind off of the things that were making me anxious. You just have to always give yourself like real time to just like get out of your head, like whatever that means for you, and like whatever helps you the most. Like maybe that's being active, maybe that's being social, maybe that's being outside, maybe that's being creative in some way. Like, you need to have like outlets to just like get your mind off of your own mind. Because I already know that if I had stayed here, I would have just sat at home and like sat in those anxious feelings, and I probably would still be feeling really low. So I have been awake since 3 a.m. I've been up since 3 a.m. And yeah, it's like almost noon now. I'm surprisingly feeling pretty decent. Like, I'm feeling okay. I actually had a really productive morning. Yeah, basically my friend Amelia was just keeping me company because she's on a different time zone, so she was like completely already awake. So we were just sending voice memos back and forth, and I ended up sending some emails and some DMs to different companies that I maybe want to work with. Yeah, I've also been looking at Airbnbs in a certain destination. I mean, I honestly am so hesitant to talk about travel now because I've just had to put it off so many times for different reasons. I'm hoping that I don't chicken out this time. I'm hoping that things align. I'm trusting that the universe is going to make whatever needs to happen happen. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I feel like I look slightly different every single day, because like I'm looking in the viewfinder right now and I'm like, I look different. Anyway, yeah, I feel like more than anything right now, I just kind of want to get out in nature and clear my head a little bit. I feel like I've been kind of stuck in a little bit of a hyperfixation over the past like 24 hours, and I need to like switch tracks. Like, I've thought about it enough, and like realistically I can move on for a little while. I don't have to think about it this excessively. But anyway, I am going to have some food, and then I think we're gonna head out for a little bit. The air smells so amazing right now. I don't know what it is, but spring in BC always just smells like flowers, or at least in the area that I live. It just is, it's like nostalgic. It just reminds me of like my childhood. This is so nice. Okay, back in this same spot. I love filming right here. It just feels so good. I love that the window's right in front of me. I love that you can see the plants in the corners. Anyway, just changed because I was starting to really hate being in like tight fabric. So I put baggy clothes on and I feel so much better. In general though, I feel honestly so good. Obviously I'm super tired because I was up so early and I will be going to bed very early tonight, but honestly, even compared to like where I was at mentally a few days ago, I feel like miles away from that, which is amazing. My nose is so itchy, oh my god. I don't know, I know like when you're in that anxious state, it's hard to, you know, listen to people saying like, oh, just go outside, you're gonna feel so much better, like, you know, go do this, go do that. And I don't know, like as someone that has obviously dealt with that so many times, I know how annoying it can be because sometimes you just feel like you can't. But I feel like the biggest reason why I personally get anxiety or when I feel stressed, it's when I have an imbalance of doing things that I feel obligated to do, things that maybe are not always what I want to be doing, versus doing things that really make me feel alive, make me feel like I have a life and that I'm doing things. Yeah, I feel like when those two things are pretty level, pretty balanced, I feel really good. But when it becomes imbalanced, I mean, usually it doesn't go this way, it's always this way. I'm usually always stuck in the flow of like just focusing on work, focusing on working out, like doing those things over and over again. And obviously I like those things, but like I also need to make time to do just fun shit and go for lunch with a friend, spend an entire day reading, go for a hike, go to the beach, go to the bookstore, even going grocery shopping the other day felt really good. And I noticed that when I got back, I actually was really excited to sit in my office and it didn't feel like some type of enclosure that I couldn't leave. So yeah, I'm going to be one of those annoying people that tells you to go outside, get some fresh air if you haven't already, move your body if you haven't already, in whatever way feels good to you. Because yeah, I promise you, you will feel at least a little bit better. At the very least, you'll be happy that you did it. And yeah, I feel so much better now, and I'm really hoping that I'm not even gonna say that. I am looking forward to continuing this trend of getting out at least a couple times a week. If you did enjoy this video and you wanna see more videos from me, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. You can also tick the bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video. Here's my Instagram if you would like to see more content from me, and until next time, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!